Folks, thanks you very much for joining us here at the Red Room today. We're going to be running a one-shot adventure based on the world of Savage Swords. This will be taking place in the mountains in the north of Saleh, I believe that's how it's pronounced, which is a desert kingdom in the north of the southern Savage continent. Basically, this is equivalent to what we think of as a North African kingdom, something like Algeria or Tunisia. And the mountains are similar to the Atlas Mountains. And on the other side of them is Avaladad, which is right there along the Mediterranean, south of what would be considered nowadays the Iberian Peninsula, but in our game it's Baetica. So this all began with a caravan. Two of the characters are from Achaemenia, which is basically Phoenicia. One is from Baetica itself, and they were part of a caravan which was attacked by bandits. They were able to escape being killed or enslaved, but alas, they had to leave the regular caravan paths, and that was some time ago. They had no food and are short on water and have only the equipment they were able to carry away. So now we begin. The sun is a white hammer beating down on the dunes, and your mouths feel like sandpaper. 3 days since the bandits hit the caravan. 3 days of running, hiding, and praying the next rise would show a well or a village. Instead, you found an ancient, half-buried road of black stone. Only a few pavement stones here or there, but gradually more and more of them, winding deeper into the mountains of northern Saleh. Desperate for shade and water, you followed it. Now the road ends at a massive stone doorway carved into the cliff face. Above it, weathered glyphs in an ancient Mizraimite script read, "Here the veiled sun sleeps until the day of black fire." The entrance is cracked open just wide enough for a man to slip through, or a woman. Cool air drifts out, carrying the faint, sweet smell of old incense. Inside, you think perhaps might be shade or possible water, shelter from the burning sun. And the truth is, you have no choice. So what you guys need to tell me is, what do you do?
Well, the promise of shade is quite enticing, so Luca is the first one to run through the opening.
Okay.
And I
Yes.
look at him and I think that is very rude. Ladies first.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So what do the other two characters do?
I walk to the shade also.
Gentlemen, we're all
Okay.
scum, and you brought me bad luck, bloody Archiminians.
So Melita goes in next.
Yes.
Okay.
I will wait a moment and I'll do my entrance because I'm Spanish. Sorry, I'm Bayatican. I'm not Spanish.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me check my notes here. Alas, I was required to throw this together at the last minute, so bear with me while I check my notes.
You don't have to worry because nobody is going to rage quit this.
I know that was a little strange. Maybe after the recording we can talk a little bit about that. So let's see. Okay. So Luca enters first, and I should probably do a narration of some kind.
And I'm thinking it's actually good that Luca went first, because if there's something wrong, he's going to be the one.
Yeah, precisely.
Uh,
Check for traps and fall
Yes,
for
exactly.
traps in this case. Ambush.
Let's see. Sorry, I have to check my notes here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, okay, let me read this out. So, you enter into a room that is about 5 meters wide and 4 meters deep.
Mm-hmm.
But the depth, the actual height of the area, it goes way over your head. There's sand choking the entrance as you walk into it. Luca, you smell this particularly thick, sweet-smelling incense smoke that billows out from the cracks in the stone. Roll a d20. This is a toughness check.
Okay. So I have a -1, right?
You're a -1 right now because of dehydration.
Okay, with the +1 from my toughness score, so it's a straight roll.
Yes.
18.
Okay. And let's see. So, Melita, you followed right behind. Even as you step across the threshold, as so often happens for you, you feel this vague disquiet, this sixth sense, this third eye, warning you that something is wrong. And you must also make a toughness roll. You are at -1 for dehydration, and then you apply your toughness modifier.
10.
Yeah, so that's a total of 10.
I rolled a 10, so it's a -1 and a +1.
So a total of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, and then finally, Diego Quevedo, after entering with a dramatic flourish,
yes.
also encounters the miasma of incense and thick clouds billowing through the wall, and must make a toughness check.
I rolled a 11 plus 1 plus 1. Yes. No, plus.
Okay, so you're -1 for your dehydration, you're +1 for your grit perk, and then whatever your toughness gives you.
So 13.
Okay. So Luca, you stand in the short, sand-choked entrance hall. The air is noticeably cooler. Faint shafts of sunlight cut through the dust, illuminating the ancient Mizraimite murals on the walls. Priests offering blood to a faceless sun disk. And the corridor stretches ahead of you about 20 meters into deeper darkness. You smell the thick, sweet incense smoke, but it just kind of washes over you. It's not pleasant, but it doesn't have any further impact on you. Alas, Melita, the incense hits you hard. It reminds you too much of perhaps of the Phoenician, the Achaemenian temples where infants are sacrificed and terrible blood rituals are sometimes performed. A wave of nausea rolls through your stomach and head. So for the next hour, you will be at a further -1 to all rolls due to nausea and lightheadedness. I'll ask that you do not have any wine to get you past it. The player has advantages that the character does not.
Yeah.
Diego, the incense also washes over you, but you do remain unaffected. You have a certain toughness, and when it begins to kind of grip you in your nose and your stomach, you kind of just tough it out. And so now all three of you are inside the short, sand-choked entrance hall.
Oh, finally
So-
some shades.
Yes, you are shaded. So you all still have the dehydration penalty. Melita does get the additional -1 for being nauseated. Still, you're all still in the same condition regarding your health and everything else. A long corridor stretches ahead about 20 meters into deeper darkness, and you hear the faint echo of distant chanting drifting to you from further inside. What do you guys do?
Can I ascertain if it's how many people are chanting, or it's just diluted in the air? I can't pinpoint how many people are chanting.
That's a very good question. Let's see. While I think about that one, what do Melita and Diego do?
This sounds like evil cultists.
Well, probably the evil cultists have something to drink.
Yes,
Well,
with
indeed,
their wine.
we need to be careful. I feel something wrong here. So let's approach with caution.
Okay.
Could I try to see if I recognize the chanting?
Okay. Let's see. One moment. Yes, I think you can do that. Let's resolve, Luca, your attempt to figure out how many people there are. So if you have the investigation skill,
Nope.
you can. Okay, you do not. So
Nope.
the other option is a wits roll.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd roll a d20, apply your
-1. Yeah. So it's again, it's a straight roll. I have a +1 to wits.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. All right. And let's see. So for Melita, you can make either a knowledge or an investigation roll and apply your intelligence modifier. Of course, you are at -2 right now.
I'll do a knowledge, so it's a 15 already with the minus.
Okay, 15 total. All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. And of course, we've already noted that Diego also feels that something is wrong. So, Luca, here is what you detect. This is very odd to you. You don't really hear that it is different voices. It is like there are dozens of voices, far, far more than any small group, but it's synchronized weirdly. It's perfectly synchronized. That doesn't make any sense to you. It's because, of course, you don't know anything about, in this ancient world, you wouldn't know anything about polyphonic synthesizers. But that is what you're hearing. It's something that it is multiple, slightly different voices, and yet they're all speaking as if one mind is speaking through many mouths at once. Something about it doesn't sound human to you. And as a pirate, you, of course, know many legends of the sea. You know that not everything that sings is human.
Yes. Damn
Um,
sirens.
So, Melita, your face is still pale from the lingering nausea of the incense, but you have a highly trained mind and mystic insight to help you as well. This is no ordinary prayer. You know that it is a forbidden Mizraimite death ritual of the Veiled Sun cult, an invocation meant to awaken and feed something sealed away long ago, calling for the return of the Black Sun. Such chanting must be drawing power from the temple itself.
I share this with them in simplified version because they are simpletons, of course. And then I
Okay.
say, well, I think we need to stop this. We cannot let this happen.
Well, and it seems there are at least a dozen of them, so
Indeed,
get ready.
I draw my sword and I walk ahead and I say, "May the eternal light guide us." I say it in Baetic.
Okay. Make a note of that. Okay, so
Okay.
Diego takes the lead with sword and shield, declaring himself for the eternal light against darkness. That could be helpful. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes immediately after him?
I think I'm going to go last.
Okay, so I'll follow Diego, but I'll try to be as sneaky as possible. Hide in shadows or try to
Don't be
to
too
go.
close because I won't be sneaky at all.
Yeah, yeah. I'll follow him behind a few paces, and as soon as I find somewhere I can divert or hide, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, let me make a note of that.
And I take out my cutlass.
All right. Taking out his cutlass. All right. So let's see. So this kind of sand choked, incense filled corridor is about 20 meters.
Mm-hmm.
It does get it was already quite cool as you stepped in from the hot, bright, dry desert outside. This is not the sandy desert of not the ergs of the open desert. This is the rocky kind of. If you guys have seen like the base of the Atlas Mountains, it's this.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
there. I've been there. I know.
it's rocky and nasty and
Yeah.
hot.
Yes.
So Diego steps forward, sword in hand, shield raised high, and makes his declaration. You slip in a few paces behind him, Luca, with your cutlass drawn. You're trying to move quietly, hugging the deeper shadows, and Melita brings up the rear, still kind of fighting that nausea. So, Luca, I need a stealth roll from you. So this would be stealth plus your agility modifier minus the -1 dehydration penalty.
Okay, so it's a +2.
Okay.
15 plus 17 total.
Okay, that sounds very good. You guys, and immediately after Diego's loud declaration, now you suddenly hear the chanting grow louder and more distinct. And it is now clearly dozens of voices speaking in perfect unison. So everyone will at this point need to make a wits roll.
Okay. So straight roll for me.
Fine, I rolled a 9.
16. I'm rolling very well today. 16 for me.
I also rolled a 9.
Okay. So it's a 16 for Luca and a 9 for the other two. Okay. So as you reach the end of the 20-meter corridor, the space opens into a much larger hall. It's a long, high-ceiling chamber, and you can see it's lined with faded murals of blood offerings to a faceless sun disk. And that chanting now feels like it's all around you, seeming to come from the very stones. Let me take a quick look at my little crappy hand-drawn map here.
It's a circular room.
No, this is a square room. It's a long axial hall. So, like, if you've ever seen maps of like Karnak in the ancient Egyptian temple, they have these long hypostyle halls.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's like it's narrower at the end where you're entering it than it is long. It's a long hall.
Okay.
It's a pretty good sized chamber and quite tall. So let me see. Okay. So Luca, you kind of shake off this eerie pressure from the chants completely. You remain clear-headed and alert. You're moving very quietly. I mean, particularly in light of the chants, you are completely unheard. The injury in your left leg twinges, but it's not really it's twinging, but it's not really affecting you right now because you're moving very carefully.
It's because I'm getting old. It's because of the moisture in the air.
There you go. So the hallway is quite large. It's about 10 meters wide, but at least 30 meters long. And it is, because of the shadows, you can't actually see the roof. You can just see the columns reaching up towards it.
Is there
and of course
is there any light coming through any cracks, or just the light from where we came
there
from?
is a little bit of light coming through, like cracks in the wall. You think that there may be possibly high, narrow slit-like windows, but it's clear that this area was made to have an effect. It's meant to let light in very narrow slits. It's meant to be a dark space from what you can see. At least that seems to be how it's designed. Diego and Melita, a chill runs down your spines, and the chanting seems to mock Diego's declaration. He does gain a fear point, as does Melita. For you, Melita, it's like it's a knife behind your eyes. The chanting is kind of getting inside your head. It kind of claws at your nausea. Here, your mystic insight seems to work against you a little bit, because you gain a fear point just as Diego does, but in your case, it's internal, like your own inner spiritual voice. Your third eye is warning you of a tremendous threat. So the air is thick and heavy. The chanting is now deafening, seeming to come from every direction at once. And at the far end, you can barely see the hall branches. There's a wide central passage that you believe will continue on deeper, though you can't see what's at the end of it. And there seem to be two smaller side passages. One splits left and one right into the darkness. So
you said that the chanting seemed to come from the walls, right?
From the walls itself. You don't see any people. You do see murals.
Okay. What can I discern anything from these murals?
Okay. Let's find out.
Are they telling a story or something that will help with at least try to get what it's about? All this is about. I don't have anything to bet. Just to
Melita, is there something you want to do?
I think I'll also examine the mural.
Okay. And Diego.
I'll go ahead and look at the different entrances to see if I can check whatever it is behind it.
Okay. So you're going to go and take a look at the three exits.
Yeah.
All right. So, Luca, you will need to, because you don't have the appropriate skill, you'll need to make a
No.
wits roll.
Okay. So
Um,
it's straight roll.
Yep, straight roll.
11. Yeah.
Alas,
No.
you can't really make any sense of it.
Pretty
The
drawings,
dust
right?
and the poor light, it's just the dust and the poor light, it's just the details are too unclear for you to figure out what's going on.
Tell me something. Since this is a considerably cooler place and it's shielded from the sun, is there any moist on the walls?
Okay. That's a good thought.
Precisely.
Okay, give me a second here. Let me think for a minute because I didn't actually plan for that. Thank you very much. Let's see. So you're still hidden in the shadows, scanning the faded murals, trying to figure out if there's any water dripping down the wall, so you can start licking the wall.
Not licking, but try to catch some of it with a piece of cloth, then just to,
Yeah. So Melita, your investigation roll, please. Which your investigation. Okay. Oh, you got a 19.
No. I rolled a 19, so it will be 21.
Okay, that's very good. And so, Diego, you were going to check the 3 exits. You go ahead and make a wits roll to see if you notice certain things.
So it's one in the middle and one on the left and one on the right, right?
That's correct. One big central one and 2 smaller ones on either side.
Okay.
For a change, I had a good roll, a natural 20.
Ooh. You stopped the ritual.
Everything explodes.
Yeah.
No, of course. Because I didn't write that either.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's see. So, again, Luca only makes out the basic images, which is rows of priests pouring blood into a faceless sun disk. The hall is noticeably cooler.
I'm just trying to survive. I'm not as educated as Melita or.
Do you have survival?
I have. Let me check. I have something, but I have something about survival. Let me check about my character. I have a +1 to survival.
Okay, so you should have the survival skill. Go ahead and make a 1d20 roll. It should just be a straight roll because you're still at the -1 for dehydration.
Yep. Okay. 13.
13. Okay. So let me go ahead and resolve Melita and Diego's checks.
Okay.
So you study it, Melita. You study the murals that Luca was looking at with your sharp and scholarly eyes. You achieve a stunning success. Your mystic insight, eidetic memory, and ruin delver all fire at once. So the carvings are very clear to you. This is the forbidden veiled sun cult, expelled from Mizraim centuries ago for worshiping a devouring aspect of the sun god. The murals show human sacrifices, throats slit over a black altar so the blood could feed the faceless disk. Repeated glyphs declare their oath. One day they will return in a tide of black fire to destroy their enemies. And at the base of several panels is the warning, the stone remembers. Do not wake what was sealed beneath the black sun. So Melita instantly understands that the chanting is tied directly to these rites. It is drawing power from the temple itself, trying to awaken whatever was sealed below. You feel that chill of recognition. You know what this is. Now, Diego strides to the far end of the hall to inspect the three exits, which is the central corridor, which is the larger one, and the two side corridors. You immediately spot that the central passage is where the chanting is loudest and most intense. And there are fresh scratches on the floor stones, suggesting that something heavy has been dragged that way recently. The left side passage has the faintest scent of dampness on the air, so that would indicate possible water or a deeper cistern somewhere ahead on the left side. The right side passage, you think, opens into a smaller chamber, and you glimpse something metallic glinting in the darkness. You don't see any obvious traps on any of the three exits. But the central path, because of the scratches, the recent marks, seems to be the one that was most recently traveled. And of course, the chanting continues to echo all around the three of you. So let's see. For Luca, the main walls are, and your survival roll succeeds, but the main walls are just bone dry sandstone covered in centuries of dust.
Fuck.
Licking them would give you nothing but grit and disappointment.
No.
However, Luca does notice a faint trace of moisture seeping from a hairline crack near the floor, strongest in the direction of the left side passage. The air there carries the slightest hint of dampness. You can't obviously drink anything there. It's just a hint of moisture. But there may be water somewhere down that left branch.
I'll start walking towards the left passage, and I say, "Okay, guys, water this way. Let's go.
So you take the lead again?
While he's walking, I say to Melita, I think the chanting is coming from the middle corridor.
Okay, but I think maybe it will be better for us to have some water before.
Or wine, maybe. Okay, let's go.
I don't think you're going to find a fountain of wine, but...
You never know. Who knows what happens in these strange places?
Yeah.
We'll be blessed by the eternal light.
All right. All righty. So, I guess Melita goes after Luca, or does Diego go after Luca?
I'll go after Luca.
I'm going as well.
Okay, here we go. And Diego after Melita. Okay.
Do we have anything for us to make fire?
Well, take a look at your character's equipment list.
Oh, I don't think so. Let me check.
So let's see. I know that Melita might, because she has her portable alchemist's subset. So
No,
she's got a few little tools with her.
I have a mortar.
Yeah. The pirate has his cutlass and his
dagger,
armor, his dagger, some
and the
rope,
lockpick.
some lockpicks.
Yeah.
You do have a flask. It's empty now, but it originally had rum, but it's empty now. And you do have a nearly empty water skin, but you don't really have anything to make fire.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So you take the lead. No, go ahead, Diego.
I think you forgot my equipment. I have nothing here.
Oh, did I not get you equipment?
Yeah, I think.
No, wait. I was saying starting gear. Short sword.
Where is that?
Wooden shield.
Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't copy.
It's at the very bottom.
Yeah, okay. I didn't copy that part. Right.
Okay. Do you need me to paste that for you?
No. I just it was in the original document, but I forgot to copy that part.
Yeah, you have a short sword, which is a 1d6 slashing weapon. You do have a wooden shield. You have 3 javelins.
Okay.
And your armor is a padded gambeson.
Yeah.
You do have a simple iron helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And a small belt pouch with a number of items in it. And like the others, you have your own nearly empty water skin.
And I have a whetstone. So. That
Exactly. That's in your pouch. Yeah, you have a whetstone, a short rope, and a knife. So, yep, you do have some stuff. Let's see, but nobody other than perhaps Melita, your alchemist, could possibly make fire because she is an alchemist and she has her kit with her. But there's no explicit fire making tools.
Yeah,
Of
but I
course,
guess I could be able to do it.
Well,
yeah.
there's if the walls are. Is there any kind of loosened rocks on the ground?
No, the ground, it all looks like paving stones with a layer of dust.
Okay.
It's all very dry here. So you take the lead down the left-hand corridor, the left-hand path.
Mhm.
Cutlass in hand, you're still being very quiet, slipping
Yes.
quietly down the passage. Melita follows behind you, driven by the hope of water. Diego brings up the rear. Of course, he's already informed her that the chanting seems to be coming from the central corridor, the real chanting. This passage slopes gently downward for about 10 meters, and the air grows cooler and damper. And you can start to see faint trickles of moisture visible on the walls. You emerge in a 10 meter by 8 meter chamber that is carved out of the living rock. There are ancient stone shelves which line the walls, holding what looks like the crumbling remains of ancient mummified humans, and perhaps a few animals. In the center of the floor is a small, cracked stone basin fed by a thin seep of clear water dripping from a fissure in the ceiling. It is not much, but it is real, drinkable water.
I immediately go take some sips and fill up
Okay.
my water.
So you immediately go to the basin.
Yep. I don't care if it's trapped or whatever.
Okay. What does Melita do?
It's water.
Drink, of course. Especially because I'm not so
And-
nauseated, so I think it'll be.
I don't know what Diego does because he went away.
Disappointed.
Diego, where did you go?
So there's water, and I'll try to. Well, I'm not. No, today I'm not going to drink the water immediately. I will
Okay.
drink the water, and then I will drink it next.
Okay, so you hold back for a bit to see what happens to them.
That's not water.
No,
That does not sound like water. It does not. So I am sure YouTube is very displeased that we show people drinking wine on YouTube because I don't know why. They have all kinds of weird rules.
We are Portuguese.
No, for me it's
This
beer.
is cultural.
It's like, YouTube, you are such squares. You are total squares, man. Who doesn't game while drinking? Come on, man.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay, so Lucas and Melita both stride towards the cracked stone basin. They're both desperate for water. Diego kind of holds back near the entrance, watching to see what happens. So, Luca, here's what I need from you. I need an agility roll. Your panther-like reflexes give you a +2. Of course, you're still under the -1 until you get a drink.
But this is based on agility, right?
Right. It's an agility roll. Melita, I also need an agility. No, it's actually an agility roll. It's
Okay,
not
great.
athletics.
Okay.
It's like a saving throw.
Okay,
It's a
so
saving throw.
Do I still have the negative from the water, or?
You're still -1 from being dehydrated and -1 from the poisoned incense. An hour hasn't quite passed yet.
Then it's 9.
Okay.
For me, with the penalty, it's 18.
Okay,
So I rolled a 15. I have +4 from the agility and the panther-like, but -1, so 18 total.
Okay. All right. Of course, Diego hasn't moved yet. So let's see. Approaching. Okay. So you're approaching the cistern. That's a key note. You guys see the water, and you're going right after it. Right after it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. So just to make clear, the dehydration penalty still applies until somebody gets a chance to get a drink. Melita has a -1 because of the incense issue. Both Diego and Melita have 1 fear point. Luca has no fear points yet.
No.
Nobody's lost any hit points. So you're all in pretty good shape here. So Luca kind of charges straight ahead to the cracked stone basin, cutlass in hand. You're not slowing down for anything. You want to drink.
Yep.
You kind of dance across the floor. Your left leg, not quite as agile as your right, but again, this is not hard for you. So that old lingering injury is not really affecting you here. Your panther-like reflexes carry you pretty safely across the floor, almost like a dancer. You reach the basin without incident, and you can drink immediately. It's a free action. So you're able to quench your thirst and refill your water skin. So you are now no longer under a dehydration penalty. Melita rushes right behind you. Unfortunately, her foot comes down hard on a section of the paving stones that suddenly depresses, and you hear a click. The flagstone gives way with a grinding snap, and a row of rusted iron spikes shoots upward from the floor. So let me go ahead and roll the dice. Let's see. You take 4 hit points of damage. So you're very lucky. Only one of the spikes hits you, but it does penetrate the calf of your leg. And so you do take some damage. You take 4 hit points. Alas, your padded merchant's garb is not sufficient to shield you. And Diego, you watch this. You see that Luca seemed to dance across the floor, but Melita, who does not have that capability, unfortunately stepped on something and ended up with iron spikes piercing her calf.
I'll approach carefully.
Okay, so
What
are you
happened?
trying to? Yeah, so what are you trying to do? Just tell me. Oh, and Melita, after you're injured and you go, ow, because it really hurts, you are able to make it to the cistern without additional trouble. So now you will no longer be subject to the dehydration limitation.
Hey, watch where you step, Melita.
Did I see that she stepped on a trap?
You did. You saw that she stepped on something. It depressed. You heard the distinctive click, and that's when the spikes came up.
Before I walk towards the water, I'll look at the floor and the ground and see if there's something.
Okay.
Try not to step on the same place.
Besides that.
Okay. Let me see. Let me check those numbers. And of course, Melita, as I mentioned, you're no longer under dehydration penalty because you took a drink,
Right.
and you're able to fill your water skin.
After that, I'll also refresh myself. I'm going to try to heal myself. Take off the arrow and.
Okay.
After she stepped out, did the spikes retracted to the floor?
No, those particular spikes remain up.
Okay.
They're little spikes in almost like a little cluster, and they're about you'd guess 4 to 5 inches long. Did I say inches?
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, everybody's European.
Okay, so 4 inches.
I'm one of these
about,
evil imperial measurements people.
so 4 inches is 10 centimeters.
Yeah. So They're basically as long as a knife blade.
Yeah.
And from the look of them, maybe that's what they were at one time, little dagger blades. And you see that one of them now has some blood on it from where it pierced her calf. So since you're being careful, Diego, you can make a straight wits or investigation roll, whichever would be better for you. And let's see what you get. This will give you an opportunity to avoid traps.
Okay, I rolled a 12.
Okay. You rolled 12, and do you have investigation or a wits bonus?
No, I don't have wits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I have a +1, but I have also a -1. Yeah, 12.
Well, if you want, you can throw me your water skin, and I'll.
Oh, you have no penalty. You have no penalty for this roll.
Yeah, so it's 13.
Okay. And let me make a note about the damage. Okay. Let's see. And so, Melita, for your healing attempt, which takes a primary action, you just need to roll 1d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Because you do have the healing skill.
I rolled a 5, so it's a 6. So I'm all healed. Yay.
Oh, okay. So you guys see her very expertly staunch the blood flow and kind of stitch up, which may or may not make you feel eerie. the wound very effectively. So there's no bleeding, and there's just a little mark where she's been pierced, but it is no longer bleeding, and the wound is covered with a length of bandage she's cut from her clothing.
Hey Diego, if you are afraid, you can throw me your water skin, and I will fill it up.
No, he's already walked over there.
He walked over. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he made his roll. So you did notice as you were walking over, there was a couple of other traps on the floor, but you could just barely make out the outline of the flagstones that would be trapped, that would depress if you stepped on them. So you were able to step around them and make your way to the cistern.
I will drink water and fill the water skin.
Right.
While Melita is stitching herself and Diego is filling up the water skin, I'll try to see if I can search the bodies for some
So
precious
you go over to the
stones
shelf,
or gold.
searching the bodies. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Give me just a second here.
the mummies. Yeah, in places like this, there's always some kind of precious stones or metal.
So you
And
start
after all, I'm a
rummaging
pirate.
around,
Yeah.
looking for treasures.
Yeah, looking for treasures, but after seeing what happened to Melita, I will always be careful with the possible traps.
So you will also be searching for traps. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So I should probably go ahead and give you guys a full description of the chamber. So all three of you reach the Crackstone Basin in the center of what you now recognize as a crypt chamber. You've all drunk deeply from the cool, clear seep dripping from the fissure in the ceiling. The water is clean and refreshing. There's no problem with the water. And you all refill the shared water skin completely. The dehydration penalty is now gone. No more -1 to any of your rolls for dehydration. So let's see. So here's what needs to happen. So basically, Luca, you need to make 3 rolls.
Okay.
You're going to make a toughness roll, an investigation roll,
Mhm.
actually a toughness roll and 2 investigation rolls.
Okay, which
So
I don't
tell
have
me-
investigation, but it's based on what? Wits or intelligence?
Search. If you don't have investigation, it's
Oh,
search.
okay, search. Okay. So first toughness. I have a +1. 11.
Okay, and go ahead and tell me your results on your 2 search rolls.
Okay, first search. 15. Second search. 18.
Okay, those 2 rolls are quite good. Let me see. Is there anything
But
else
I
there
had
should?
11 to toughness, I think.
Okay, and let's see. I will tell you the results on that in just a second. The chamber is fairly quiet except for the distant chanting. Here it's muffled. You're not really hearing it nearly as well, and it's not nearly as loud. It's not this almost insufferable loudness you heard in that one large chamber. And you do see the ancient stone shelves as Luca approaches them. They're holding dozens of wrapped mummies, some human, some animal, and some are still clutching small funerary items of one kind or another. So, as you do your searching, Luca, suddenly you touch something that collapses, and a huge array of spores or
Oh.
dust or something hits you directly in the face. It catches in your throat and lungs, and you start hacking and coughing. You feel a burning tightness in your chest. So at this time, you will be -1 to all athletics, stealth, and melee combat rolls for the next hour.
Athletics, stealth, and melee. Okay.
Okay. So your first investigation looking for traps was a success, and the shelves have no hidden mechanisms or pressure plates. The ancient dead lie undisturbed except for the spores, which you caused to explode in a cloud that fills the room
Yeah.
now. The treasures, you succeeded. So even though you're hacking and coughing among the wrappings and crumbling funerary goods, you find a small but valuable cachet. So first you find a gold scarab amulet. It is small, palm-sized, and engraved with a veiled sun disk. Clearly it's a cult artifact of some kind. It looks quite beautiful, quite expensive, quite well made. You get the feeling it's highly valuable, not just in the terms of its manufacture and the gold it's comprised of, but perhaps in the value is attached to as a kind of cult object. It's really nice. You also find a small vial of a thick golden liquid and a handful of ancient Mizraimite gold coins. It's basically 5 gold coins.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't eat it, and you can't spend it here. At least you can't, as far as you know.
Yep.
But it is gold. You have found gold. So Melita and Diego, because of the spores now filling the room, I do need toughness rolls from the both of you.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Welcome.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Okay.
17.
Okay.
Oh, Diego is accustomed to the smell of his feet, so he's immune to the spore.
He's got them soldier socks, man.
Yeah.
He's got them soldier socks. Okay, so unfortunately, Melita has failed her roll. So you are no longer subject to the dehydration penalty, but you're a -1 to all of your athletics, stealth, and melee combat rolls for the next hour. The only one who's avoided this effect is Diego, whose grit has enabled him to tough it out once again.
Maybe you should stop messing around with the mummies. I'll leave it to you later.
Well, but
So,
I found some goodies, and I'll
Yes, but
show the.
we need to kill the cultists before, or you can spend them.
Well, Melita, what do you think this is? And I show her the vial with the thick golden liquid.
okay.
Let me roll. I'm rolling very bad today. Wait. 14.
14. Okay. So, so Melita, when you look at that vial, you're pretty sure that is a very high quality embalming resin. So in game mechanical tools, that would give you a +1 to any one alchemy roll to craft something.
Can we
Do
drink
you
it?
also show her the gold scarab amulet?
Yeah, I don't show them yeah, I show them everything. Yeah, but I'll keep the
Okay.
coin. Yeah.
Keep your pants on.
No, but I keep the coins.
Okay, so you hold on to the coins and
Yeah.
kind of keep those out of sight. All righty.
Yeah, the golden scarab also.
Okay, so Mylita, go ahead and make your knowledge roll, please.
Okay. 20, not natural.
Oh, okay,
21,
that's
actually.
fine. That's plenty. So let's see. Let's get a description here. Let's see. So, also, who keeps the vial of reagent? Melita, do you ask for that? Does Luca keep it? Who keeps
Yes, let me keep it. I think it's better.
Can't we drink
Okay.
it?
No, I don't recommend it at all. This is embalming fluid.
Okay, so keep it. I don't want that thing.
Okay. So he hands you the small golden scarab amulet. You make your roll and you do succeed. So let's see. You do know that this would add to the influence of any interactions with any cultists associated with the religions of Mizraim, whether they were part of the Veiled Sun cult or not. This would be recognized as a powerful occult artifact and one that's highly valued by those who have that dark knowledge. You do recognize it as a genuine Veiled Sun cult talisman. It is a minor protective and divinatory relic from the same order that built this temple. So the full properties are, of course, again, when it's carried or worn openly, it grants a +1 to influence rolls when dealing with ancient cults, religious figures, Mizraimite lore keepers, or anyone connected to the Veiled Sun faith. It does have an active power that you know can be used once per day. As a free action, the bearer may whisper a short Mizraimite invocation to the Veiled Sun, and this would grant you a +2 to a single knowledge or investigation roll related to Mizraimite history, magic, curses, or the cult itself. There is a danger. The amulet is tied to the cult's devouring aspect. Every time the active power is used, this is the +2 to a single knowledge or investigation roll once per day. Every time that active power is used, or if the influence bonus is actively invoked in a high stakes social situation, the bearer must immediately make a wits check or gain a fear point as visions of black fire and blood sacrifice flash through the user's mind. Repeated use risks attracting the attention of any remaining guardians or spirits associated with the cult. So it is a powerful magical device. It does have definite benefits, but there are some risks to making use of it. It is palm size, surprisingly heavy, and faintly warm to the touch, almost as if it's still alive. So what do you guys do with the scarab?
You tell us this or no?
Yes, I think I should keep it. I'm
Yeah,
probably the
keep
one
it.
that
It's
can use
cursed.
it later.
Yeah, it's cursed. Keep it. I don't want it.
It's cursed. It's all cursed. Anyway,
I don't
All
care
right,
about any of those hidden trinkets. Let's
Okay.
go back.
so there's no other exit from this room. So the only way back is to go back out to the hypo-style hall where you guys heard the chanting initially. So let me check with you guys on current group status. So there is no longer a dehydration penalty. You're all good there. So Melita, you've got a -1 to all rolls from the poison incense, and you've got maybe 30 minutes remaining on that. And you've got a -1 from the, I think it's a -1. Yes,
From the spores.
Mhm.
from the fungal spores.
Me also.
And that's also true. So Melita has that problem, and so does Luca. So you athletic, stealth, melee combat, you both have a -1 for about the next hour. Fear points. Diego has 1, Melita has 2, and Luca has 0. But the good news is you're all fully healed because Melita healed herself. The shared water skin is full. Luca, unbeknownst to the other two, carries 5 ancient gold coins. Melita now holds both the gold scarab amulet and the vial of embalming resin. And so, what do you guys want to do again?
So, Diego, you told us that the main exit lead us to the chanting, and the right one,
Oh, I saw something metallic there, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
more gold.
I don't know. It could be a trap as well.
Mhm.
If you want to inspect it, we can do that.
Okay, let me go ahead and try to see if there is any kind of traps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Luca will lead again. And Melita and Diego, what are you guys doing while he's walking ahead? Do you follow him?
Let
Do
him
you...
fall in the traps.
Okay, so the two of you are going to stay in the central hall.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably better because
He's
Yes,
a pirate.
he has been known to step on traps that hurt people.
It's
And not
everything.
get killed doing it.
Everything's
Yeah.
okay, so don't worry.
Okay, let's see. Go back to my map. Let's see. I actually have a name for this room.
The trap room.
Well, no, this one, the main, the Hall of Chanting, is what I believe it's called. Let me go check the map. Okay, let's see. I'm having difficulty finding my map. Where did I put that? The Hall of Echoing Chants. That's what I called it.
The main corridor?
The big hall that you guys are in that
Okay.
No, the central corridor leads off of it, but this was the big hall you guys entered from the entrance, the sand-choked entrance. Okay. So you were going to check for traps. I think that you will need to roll investigation. So go ahead, make your investigation roll.
In my case, search.
Search.
Oh, the penalty doesn't apply to this. No, just athletics, stealth, and melee.
In combat, yeah.
So 17 total.
Okay. One moment. Of course, while you're in the hallway, you still have the chance, but they don't have any further effect on you. That effect has already affected you one way or the other. Let's see. So you slip forward of the group, cutlass in hand, head down the narrow right-hand passage. They remain behind you in the Hall of Chance. You're searching the floor with careful practice, trying to find traps. You spot a pressure plate hidden under a loose flagstone near the entrance and a line of faint, glowing, cursed inscriptions on the wall, the same style Melita read in the main hall. You step wide around the plate and keep your hands clear of the glyphs, entering the chamber without triggering anything. So a good roll means that you manage to evade the trap.
Mhm.
This looks like another crypt chamber like the other one, 10 meters by 8 meters, but it's in better shape than the other one. Not nearly as much dust.
Okay.
You do see stone shelves lining the walls, holding dozens of mummified remains wrapped in faded linen.
Okay.
Unlike in the other chamber, this one seems to be all humans. You don't see any evidence of animal mummies. The air is thick with the same faint fungal scent,
Oh,
but you haven't run into any spores yet. The
So
metallic glint. Go ahead.
Mhm. No, so the first thing that I do, since I noticed these kind of spores in the air, I'll just take out some piece of cloth and put it around my
Okay.
nose and mouth.
Face mask.
Yeah, face mask.
They're worried about COVID.
So the metallic glint that Diego saw earlier comes from a small golden funerary mask resting on the chest of a particularly well-preserved mummy near the back wall. It is palm-sized,
Mhm.
inlaid with tiny carnelian stones around the eyes, and depicts the same faceless sun disk as the scarab amulet. Do you want to take the mask?
Is it shiny?
Oh my goodness, yes. It is the shiniest thing you've seen in here yet.
Mhm. I can't resist it. But carefully try to see if there is any kind of traps. I'll try to remove the mask.
All right.
No, I'll do better. Again, carefully, but with the tip. With the tip of my sword, I try to remove the mask, not touching it
Gotcha.
directly.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm not a
All
stupid
right.
pirate.
You're not a dumb pirate. You're just
No.
a pirate.
Yeah, just a
You're
pirate.
greedy but not stupid. There you go. That's probably the best way a pirate can be.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're alone in the Eastern Crypt Chamber. Of course, you have your torn strip of cloth from the edge of your cloak. You put it over your nose and mouth, your nose and mouth, pardon me, as a makeshift barrier against spores, and it works. The cloth does filter the air, and it keeps that fine fungal dust from your lungs. So there's no additional effect. It's in the air, but it doesn't affect you. You did step carefully to the well-preserved mummy at the back wall and used your sword to lift the small golden funerary mask from its chest, and it comes away easily. There's no trap or any other problem that you can tell. Again,
I stop and listen just stand there quietly just to see if I look around to see, I'm a parrot and I'm very superstitious. So I look around to see if the mummies are starting to move or something like that.
No, they seem to remain dead. And again, as described, the mask is palm sized and beautifully inlaid with tiny carnelian stones around the eye slits. And it does depict the faceless sun disk as the scarab amulet does, but it feels strangely warm to the touch, as if something inside it is still faintly alive.
Alive. Okay, so I grab it and I start walking back towards the exit. Again, very
Okay.
carefully. Try not to wake any mummy or anything.
Okay. So nothing seems to wake up or disturb you. What do you do when you get there?
Okay, I again circumvent the trap on the entrance.
Yes,
And
you did.
yeah, and I'll go to Melita and say, "Look, more shiny things," and I show her the mask because probably it's something again cursed.
Okay, let me roll.
It's cursed, you heathens. You keep.
So go ahead and make your
Oh.
investigation roll, Melita.
Now this was bad. Let me check my.
I put the mask on.
Oh dear. Well, it's palm sized, so it's probably
Yeah.
too small to actually wear.
Yeah.
9, 14.
Okay. All righty. So, Melita, you do see the mask. It does seem to be a cult object like the scarab. It shares the scarab's odd warmth and heaviness. It is golden, and though it is not a actual full face mask, it's clearly some kind of occult ritual object. It is beautifully inlaid with carnelian stones and is quite heavy. So you were able, after a moment, to recognize what it is. So it is a symbolic death mask that lesser priests would wear around their necks or pin to their cloaks during blood rites. Here are its full properties known to Melita. So while carried or worn openly, it grants +1 to all knowledge or investigation rolls involving Mizraimite history, death rites, curses, or the veiled sun cult itself. It would have to be carried or worn openly. In other words, you can't have it hidden in a pocket or something like that. It does have a once per day active power that you are aware of. As a free action, the bearer may press the mask to their face and whisper a short invocation to the veiled sun, and this will grant a +2 to a single wits roll to resist fear, panic, or any spiritual effects for the rest of the scene. There is again a hidden danger or drawback.
Yeah.
The mask, like the scarab, is bound to the cult's devouring aspect every time the active power is used, or if the passive bonus is relied upon in a high-stakes moment. The wearer must immediately make a wits check or gain 1 fear point as visions of black fire and blood sacrifice flash through their mind. And again, repeated use risks drawing the attention of any remaining guardians or spirits in the temple or other veiled sun facilities. It's now in your hands. What do you do with it?
So cursed.
Yeah, of course. These items are always cursed.
Well, we can melt them. It's gold.
No, I mean we can use them. I mean, if you're going to stop the cult, they can be useful.
Okay. All right, guys. So the only passageway out of the Hall of Chance that you have not taken or investigated yet is the central hallway. What do you do?
Diego, do you want to go ahead and with your light of whatever?
Yes, I will go ahead. The eternal light will guide us.
Yeah, something like that. I will follow him.
Okay, and then of course Melita.
Again, now more quietly than before, because now we are going to, well, possibly to the place where all the voices are in.
Okay, Luca, what's your stealth check?
Let me roll. Oh, I have a -1, so it's a straight roll with its agility.
Yeah, I think everybody gets stealth, like one rank of stealth. So it's
Okay,
not untrained. It's just, yeah,
okay,
only a
so
straight roll.
yeah, so it's a +2. 14.
All right. Let me check that against my notes. All right. So Diego does take the lead once more, sword drawn, shield raised,
Yes.
striding boldly down the
Hmm.
central corridor. His footsteps echo loudly off the stone as he places his confidence in the eternal light against the darkness. Luca Sheridan follows a few paces behind, cutlass ready, melting into the deeper shadows along the wall. Your stealth check was a success. Despite the lingering spore irritation in your lungs, you do move very quietly. Melita brings up the rear. You're still fighting some of the effect of the nausea and the incense and fungal spores at this point. So the corridor slopes gently downward for about another 30 meters, and the chanting grows louder and more intense with every step. Dozens of voices now clearly audible, all speaking in perfect, unnatural unison. The air feels heavier, charged with ancient power. You emerge into a large open room that is 15 meters by 15 meters with a high ceiling. And you see 6 towering hooded priest statues carved from black stone. They're easily 3 meters tall. Stand in a circle around a wide circular sacrificial pit in the exact center of the floor. The pit is 3 meters across and drops into blackness. Faint shafts of sunlight from cracks high above illuminate the dust-filled air. The chanting seems to come from the very statues themselves.
Mhm.
So what do you guys do now?
Is there only statues? No living, no living people here. Just the statues.
Just the statues and the pit.
This is not what I expected. I will approach one of the statues.
Okay, so you approach one of the statues. All right.
So let's imagine that Diego went right. I go left. It's circular, right? Around the
That's
well.
right. Mhm.
Okay.
So you approach a statue on the left.
Yeah.
Well, stay in the
Again,
middle.
again, quietly.
Okay, when you say Melita, you stay in the middle. What do you mean? Are you approaching a
I mean,
statue? Or
I'm not yes, but in the middle of the room, and I'm going to try to use my skill to sense if there's anything. What's in the air, basically.
Spores.
Or love. Love is in the air.
Yeah, love is in the air.
Trying to fit
Yeah.
my mystical insights.
Okay.
I rolled a 19, so it's without.
So what did you roll a 19? What was the skill you were using?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So I rolled a 19. The skill should be wits, right? So
Yes.
it's 20. And I don't know if I would use knowledge with this or not.
I think a wits check is probably appropriate. I don't know if this is knowledge per se.
Yeah, I don't think it will be
If
more.
you want to make a separate, knowledge check, you can.
Yeah, then I'll also do that. Okay, but I rolled an 11, so it's 14.
so you want to recognize what's going on with the statues and the pit.
Yes.
Okay.
But I also rolled the wits check to use the mystical insight to get a feel of the room.
Right. Okay, so Diego and Luca, you both need to give me agility rolls. Diego, you are not currently under any disability. Luca, you do have a -1 from the fungal spores, but your panther-like reflexes give you a +2.
Mhm.
So that means you're still a net +1 on your panther-like reflexes plus, your agility bonus.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a +3. 15.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. I don't know if I have any. 9 or 9. Yeah. Or can I add athletics?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so 11 in that case.
Okay. So Melita, you are not having to do this because you did hold back. So let's see. We'll resolve Melita's rolls first. So you got an exceptional success on your wits roll and a clear success on your knowledge roll. So your mystic insight flares like a cold flame in your mind, and the 6 black stone statues are not mere carvings. You recognize that these are animated guardians infused with the failed sun's forbidden sorcery. The rhythmic chanting is coming directly from inside the statues themselves. Something ancient and hungry is bound within each one. The wide circular sacrificial pit in the center is the focal point of the cult's power, a blood offering drop designed to awaken the guardians. If anyone disturbs the false floor over the pit or attacks a statue, they may come to life. They are classic Mizraimite guardians of the dead in style, but they have been twisted by the veiled sun cult's devouring rites. You know that they are vulnerable to bludgeoning or fire damage and are completely fearless. So Luca Sheridan nimbly dances back from the edge. The false floor holds beneath you. It doesn't quite trigger because you feel it beneath your foot as it starts to give way and you dance back.
Oh, okay, traps.
Brave Diego, striding boldly forward, plants his foot squarely on the false floor.
Go, Diego, go.
The stone gives way with a grinding crack, and you plunge into the black sacrificial pit with a shout, tumbling 4 meters down onto jagged rocks and old bones at the bottom. And now I must roll 1d10 for your falling damage.
Motherfucker.
But you're very fortunate. You only take 2 hit points of damage. However, you do also take a fear point. Let's see. So the disturbance of Diego's fall echoes through the chamber. The rhythmic chanting surges, and 3 of the towering hooded statues shudder, stone grinding on stone.
I was going
There.
to say to them, be careful, don't disturb the Yes. Right.
The guys just keep walking into stuff. Their blank, faceless discs turn slowly toward the group. The 3 of the 6 awaken. So to let you guys know what your positioning is, Luca is on the edge of the pit, but you did not fall in. Melita is still a few paces back at where the corridor entered the room. Your Mystic Insight screaming warnings. Of course, Diego is in the pit. I've noted that you took 2 falling damage, so your health is now 22 hit points, and you now have 2 fear points. The Guardian statues have awakened, and they have stepped off their pedestals with their stone fists raised. So at this point in time, I assume that combat begins. There is no surprise, I think, in this situation. So combat begins, basically. So let's see. Like I said, normally we would roll for surprise, but I don't think we have to in this situation. Because
Surprise!
yeah, I mean, the statues can say surprise, but you're not really surprised because they're big stone statues about 10 feet tall with big old stone fists stepping off. So let's see. So you guys need to roll 1d6 plus your highest agility mod, which I believe is Luca's, and a +2.
Yep.
And let's see what happens.
Okay. So I got 7.
Okay, let me check for the statues. Who I don't know why I would bother. They can't get a 7. So I'll just roll it for the sake of saying whatever it is. But you guys have clearly got initiative on this one. Yeah, they roll it 2. Okay. So you guys will move first. Declare your actions, please. What do each of you do? Starting with Luca.
Okay. So the statues, how are they dressed? They have long robes.
They have carved robes, yes, but it's all highly stylized.
Okay.
It's not like they're wearing clothing per se. It's all stone.
Okay, I have a cunning plan. So I will do this. I'll try to do this. I have rope. So I'll try to tie one part of the rope to one stone's feet and try to tie the other part of the rope to another stone's feet so they stumble on each other. Can you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like tying their shoes together.
Yeah, basically it's like that.
So you're trying to create a trip hazard. Okay. Diego, you're down in the pit looking up. It's 4 meters down. You see the statues moving at the top of the pit. What do you want to do?
Is there any way I can climb up there?
You can certainly try.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
All right, go ahead and make your athletics check and tell me your result.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay, what would your total athletics be?
My athletics is 2 and agility is +1.
Okay, so that would be an 8.
Yep.
And Melita, what do you do?
I'm thinking, can I use the scarab to try to influence the statues to not attack them? Or it only work on people?
Yes.
Go ahead and try to use. I mean, if that's what you think you want to do, try to use the scarab on the. You try to use the scarab on the statues. So you need to make an influence roll.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, yes, okay. So it's very nice.
Feel the rage.
Okay, let's see what happens. So let's see how this will work. Again, some of this I didn't actually anticipate, so now I'm trying to figure out what the statues will do in response to a very successful influence check. Are they? Let me think. Okay, so let me do this. Melita stays back and she channels the gold scarab amulet. I mean, it makes sense it would do something. Pressing it to her palm and invoking the veiled sun in a sharp, commanding voice, you get a critical success. The amulet flares with ancient power. It's like the light in the room suddenly changes hue and everything is vaguely white and purplish, like the light is blackened in the room. One of the three advancing guardian statues suddenly freezes mid-step, its stone limbs locking as the cult's own forbidden magic turns against it for a moment. So the statue is presently paralyzed. The other two continue forward but are moving more slowly. So Luca, you dart in with your rope, looping one end around the ankles of the nearest statue and the other end around the second statue in this kind of lightning-fast trip line. And the maneuver works beautifully. The two statues are now tangled together. So on their next movement, they will be at risk of tripping and falling prone. Diego, you scramble up the jagged walls of the pit trying to grasp for handholds, but your athletics total of 8 falls short of the necessary target number. So you slip back down, scraping yourself further, but taking no additional actual damage this round. You remain at the bottom of the pit for now. So the statue that stopped does nothing. The two tangled statues lumber forward and start swinging their massive stone fists. Let's see. Let me check and see if they trip. Because if they do not trip, this could very well hurt.
Yeah. Stone fists, yes.
It could very well hurt. Okay, they make their save, so they do not trip.
Oh, fuck.
So they do land some blows. They have pretty good hit. So Luca, okay, you take 5 damage. And Melita, you also get hit and take 4 damage.
Oh.
So round 2 begins, and I'm not going to make you guys re-roll. You get to act first again. So, Luca, what do you do?
Okay, I got it and I saw Diego fall to the pit. I'll just go and try to help him up.
Okay.
Throw me a rope. Do you have a rope?
Yeah, I have a rope around the ankles of the statues.
I have
Diego,
a rope.
you have a rope. Yeah, exactly.
I can throw my rope up. I can try it.
Yeah, I grab the rope and try to help him.
Okay, and Melita, what do you do?
How many statues do we have
3.
that are attacking?
There's one that isn't moving at all.
Okay.
There are 2 that are moving. They seem to be hindered, but they are moving. There's 2 of them. One of them has attacked you. You know from your examination of them that they are vulnerable to bludgeoning weapons and fire.
Oh, then I'm going to try to. Then I'm going to start a fire.
So you're going to try to use your alchemist kit to try to burn one of them?
Burn them. Yes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 19, so that would be with alchemy 21.
Okay.
22.
Okay, give me a second here. Who's racing cars outside your window?
It's the Uber guy.
That is so funny. that the Uber guy is like racing up. What's he do? Was he driving a Lamborghini, or does he just have no mufflers on that thing?
It's a scooter.
Is it a scooter? Really?
It might be.
Oh my gracious!
Yeah. They all have scooters.
Okay.
No idea.
So let's see what happens here. So Diego quickly looped his rope and tossed the end up to Luca. Not a problem. You didn't have to roll for that. You caught the rope, Luca, and you're bracing to help Diego out of the pit.
I'm not very strong, but I'll try to hold him.
Yeah, Melita pulled out a portable alchemist kit and began remixing reagents on the spot, trying to create a quick burning incendiary to hurl at the statue that struck her. So I do need, Luca, an athletics roll from you to help pull Diego up.
Okay,
Remember,
so
you're negative from the fungal
Yeah.
spores.
-1. So I have athletics 1. Okay, so but I have a pentarelec reflexes, so I have a +2 to athletics. So this
Okay.
is strength, right?
This is strength based.
So +3 total to the roll. 14.
Okay. And go ahead and do your athletics check, Diego. And let me know the total.
I roll an 8.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. Melita, so your hands are kind of flying over the kit. You're trying to really move fast, but you have a tremendous success against it was a very high target number, and you still did really, really well. You managed to come up with an incendiary very quickly, and you throw it straight at the statue that struck you, and Vile shatters across its stone chest in a burst of hot, bright alchemical fire. You hit it with alchemical white phosphorus or something. I don't know. So it takes 9 points of fire damage. Holy cow. You see the statue's torso crack, and it glows cherry red before it topples forward, shattering into rubble on the floor. Congratulations. One guardian statue is destroyed thanks to your alchemist.
Okay, we need fire, so I'll prepare another one.
Let's see. Let's see. I think I screwed up a note here, so let me correct that. Okay, as for the athletics checks, so you braced your feet, pulled hard on the rope, and you had a success. So this helps Diego. So Diego, your total with the assist, with your agility, it's a lower TN because of Luca's success. You actually make it out of the pit. So between you and him, the two of you have pulled Diego out of the pit, and you're on the edge, breathing hard, but you are back in the fight.
Yes.
So let's see. Only one guardian statue remains active. It is still entangled in Luca's rope and is lumbering forward, stone fists raised. The PCs get to act first again. So what do each of you do this round? You're now all three up.
So there is one statue that is frozen, right? One was destroyed and the other
Yeah,
was...
one that is frozen, one that she just destroyed, and the one entangled remaining in your rope.
Okay.
Still swinging its fists around, still visibly mobile.
So I'm not strong enough to pull the rope to make him fall. Okay. What do I do? I'll try to take the rope out of the other one's foot and try to tie it to the one that is frozen.
Okay, so you'll try to attach the free end of the rope
to the one
the
that's
frozen one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if the other one is moving and the other one is stopped, is not moving.
Okay. So Diego, what do you do?
I attack the moving statue.
Okay. And Melita, what do you do?
I'm going to prepare another incendiary bomb.
All right. Let me see.
Probably this time I have no one is attacking me, so I have more time. So 14, 17.
So you have a total of 17 on your alchemy roll.
Yes.
Oh, don't forget you have the potion that gives you also a bonus to alchemical rolls, right?
She would have to take an action to drink
Okay.
it first.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
not gonna use it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. So Luca, go ahead and make your athletics roll.
Mhm.
Let's see if you can get that rope quickly tied up. Remember,
Okay.
you're still suffering from the fungal spores.
Yep. But I have a +3 to the roll, so 17.
Really?
Okay.
B.
I got a 14, +2 from my agility, 16, and +1 with the minus from my panther reflexes.
Let's see. So your melee combat roll, please, Diego. I don't think you can use Shield Wall Master because there's no ally with a shield fighting alongside you right now.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled a 14.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. Okay. So, Luca, let's talk about you first. You dart to the frozen statue and you lash the free end of the rope around its ankles with lightning speed. You do succeed. The moving statue and the frozen statue are both fully linked now. So any movement by the active one will yank the frozen one off balance. Diego charges the moving statue, sword flashing and shield held high. And your strike does land solidly. You get a good hit. Your total was 18. So the short sword bites deep into the stone torso for 5 slashing damage. It is definitely damaged. So Melita, you work frantically over your kit once more. And your alchemy roll of 17 isn't exactly what you needed. You fully realize you were that close to failing. So you do hurl a second incendiary vial at the damaged statue. It explodes, the statue catches fire, the torso cracks wide open, and it also collapses in a heap of rubble. The last remaining statue, the one that was paralyzed earlier, now stands alone, and it is straining against the double rope tether. And then it falls over with a thunderous crash, landing prone.
But it's not broken.
It is not broken. It lands prone.
Well, let's try to destroy it. I turn to Diego
Yes.
with my cutlass in hand and try to make some damage to the statue.
Yeah, let me see. What is it going to do? It falls prone. It wasn't. It basically it failed its agility check. So let me check here real quick. So the two statues have been destroyed. Diego damaged one of them. Basically, they were both burned and cracked. Let's see.
Oh,
The third one fell.
did the chanting stopped?
You could. The chanting did stop for now. Let's see. So, what are you guys going to do? The last statue is thrashing on the floor, trying to get up. The chanting inside it is now this kind of frantic, broken rasp.
Okay, I'm going to try to start slashing to it. Try to destroy.
Okay, make your melee attack roll, please, and tell me the result.
I have a -1. Oh, 4. Wait a minute. 4, 6, 7.
Okay. Diego, what do you do?
I will also strike it with a sword. Or try to, because I failed. I rolled a 5, no, 6.
Luca, do you have a shield or do you just have your leather armor?
Leather armor.
Okay. Okay. And Melita is missing in action.
She's making another explosive potion, perhaps.
I'll just say she's quiet this round. Maybe she's exhausted from making rapid incendiaries.
Oh, so it has been 3 rounds of combat.
You are actually entering your 4th round.
Yeah, so perhaps my injury is starting to gain on me.
Not yet, but it could if
Okay.
it goes much longer.
Okay.
It could if it goes much longer. Let's see. So, Melita, since you were not present during round 4, I just assumed that you were trying to rest your hands while
Yes.
Luca and Diego attack the statue that is on the ground.
We both failed.
I was gonna say let them do some work, but yeah.
Let them do some work. There you go. Okay, so you did attack the prone statue with your cutlass, Luca. It
Yeah, but
looks
it
like
was-
it falls short of the statue's adjusted defense. Even on the ground, it just kind of the blade glances harmlessly off. You do attack with your sword and shield, but yeah, unfortunately, you also miss because even though it's on the ground, that's just not quite good enough. It fails its agility check. It can't get up. So, just to remind you guys, the corridor you entered is behind you. That's back to the Hall of Echoing Chants. And at the far end of the chamber, there's a wide arched doorway that leads deeper into the temple. This is still the same central passage, just going past this room.
So there's another exit?
There's another exit.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do now? The statue is trying to get up. It's on the floor. What do you guys do?
I will strike it again.
Okay.
I don't know if...
And go ahead and make your melee combat roll.
I rolled a... Oh, fuck, this dice. I rolled a 9.
Okay, fuck it. I will try to strike it again. Why not? Let's try to... This time was better. 15 total.
Okay. Gentlemen, you both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage dice.
So D8 for me.
I rolled a 6.
I believe that's okay.
This is a D8. Where? Okay, D8. 7 for me.
Okay. All right. I believe that those both hit. Let me see here. And in fact, you gentlemen have, between the two of you, destroyed the third statue.
Okay.
So they're all 3 rubble now. I have to run to the gentleman's room real quick.
Okay.
Can we take like a 5 or 10 minute break?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll go also.
Mas é um bicho.
Uhum.
Janinho. Janinho. Vai para onde, Janinho? Janinho. Janinho, não vem cá. Janinho.
Ai, agora estou a ficar com frio. Pronto.
Já estás.
E está frio.
Eu.
Oix.
É.
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 Oh, o que foi isso?
Mas o jogo foi cagar.
O que vale é que isto está a gravar quando for para o YouTube.
Não quer saber, ninguém fala português. Mas está a
Exato.
cagar neste momento. É a informação que nós temos para dar. Temos mais informações nos próximos minutos. Esperemos que eu tenha.
Ai, ai. Então, o que é que achaste do vosso presidente estar a espatifar do nosso dinheiro em almoços e tabaco, pá?
O que é que achas que eu tenho para dizer? Ele não é meu presidente porque eu não gostei nada.
Rouba, eu vi uma coisa que era rouba, mas come.
Mas come, exatamente, come bem.
E não é pouco, né? Então, sempre foi gordo, deve comer bem.
Mas as pessoas também têm que pensar assim: é que aquele dinheiro é para ele fazer a tal lista dos tascos que a gente deve ir, não é?
Pois.
Que é trabalho, aquilo é trabalho, pá.
Uhum. Para mim funciona ao contrário, sabendo que ele vai lá,
Exato.
não quer ir ali.
Se uma pessoa entrar lá, foi o Exaltino que me mandou. Tão
Mas-
bom, tão bom. E amanhã aproveitem que os combustíveis vão descer 1 cêntimo.
Eu não
Vou
conduzo,
estar para a bomba a correr.
só
É
que
isso.
Que é para ver fila. Não tem piada.
amanhã deve haver, com certeza vão descer, vai tudo a correr nem
Sim,
cheiro.
por 1 cêntimo, depois a seguir sobe 40.
O chato é que amanhã que vai toda a gente vão passar horas à espera
É.
para poupar.
Depois chega ao fim, olha, desculpa lá, mas já não há, já foi tudo.
E a seguir vão comprar papel higiênico também já.
É isso, é que papel higiênico e garrafões de água.
Exato. É sempre.
Bem, eventualmente a guerra há de cá de chegar, por isso.
Qual a guerra?
Se não for os russos, são de ser os gajos do Irão, se não for os gajos do Irão, de ser os de Israel ou whatever. Ou então o Trump lembra-se e Portugal também tem alguma coisa valiosa que ele quer e pronto, vai, siga.
Quem dera a mim que ele viesse cá e merda. Livrar-nos da União Europeia.
Ai, caralho, isto está tão fodido. Mas tão fodido que já não sei. Já não sei mesmo. Ah, e tal, a Segunda Grande Guerra foi muito má. Foi muito má, isso não foi nada.
Imagina, está quieto. Chateias. Já foi embora. Jana. Não, está aqui, está ali.
All right.
Voltou. Este jogo já não está a cagar neste momento.
Já voltou. Are you back?
Okay.
Okay.
So we have destroyed the item on the floor. You do see the wide arch doorway leading deeper into the temple. There's also the way back. Let me see. At this point in time, Diego's in pretty good shape. He's only down 2 hit points. Melita is at 8 hit points, and Luca is at 9 hit points.
No, not at 8 because I healed myself, right?
Well, yeah, but you've taken damage since then, haven't you?
Yes, but I think so.
Okay, what's your hit points at this point?
I think they were 17, right? You said they were 17 hit points?
She had a total of 17, that's
Yes.
right.
So I took 4, if I'm not mistaken, but then when I healed myself, I healed 6. So I completely
Okay.
healed. So now I took 4 again. So I'm 13.
Okay.
And I only took 5 hit points during the combat, so I'm at 15. Or did I take any other damage?
Okay. Let's see. I thought that you had taken other damage, but maybe you have not. Let me double check.
But yeah, the spores, it was poison, right?
Right. There
Not
was no damage.
And now in this combat, I took 5. I didn't fall into any kind of trap.
No, you did not. You did not.
So in that case, it was 5 total, right? Or
Okay.
am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I am at 15.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're right. You are at 15 out of 20, and Melita is at 12 out of 17. Okay. All right. So let's see.
The other 3 statues,
Go ahead.
The other 3 statues, they remain on the.
They remain as they were.
Not singing or singing?
They are not currently singing.
Okay. So you want to go deeper?
I think we
Yeah.
should.
So what do you guys do? You've got 3 statues returned to rubble. You've got 3 standing. You've got the pit, and you've got the 2 exits. One is back to the hall of chanting, and the other leads into further into the temple.
Okay, if you are going to venture further into the temple, my suggestion is probably we are going to activate some kind of trap, or someone will summon these statues. So we will. It's better that we'll tie them up by the ankles again. If they move, probably they will fall if they go after us.
Okay, there's a rope. You can use that.
We have two ropes, so we can tie all of the ankles.
Okay.
And we move forward, deeper in this case.
Yes. Let's go.
I'll go ahead again and try to see if I can detect any trap.
Okay. So with the fight over, you move quickly among the rubble and the remaining statues. You use the rope to securely tie the ankles of all three statues together. You guys catch your breath for a moment and press onward. So you move through the wide arched doorway at the far end of the chamber of guardian statues and the sacrificial pit. And the passage slopes gently downward for another 15 meters before opening in what appears to be some kind of crypt. The area seems to be a series of interconnected burial niches carved deeper into the mountain. The air is cooler and damper here. You see stone shelves and alcoves hold more mummified remains, some partially collapsed. And the faint carvings on the walls repeat the same warning. The stone remembers, do not wake what was sealed beneath the black sun. What do you do?
Is this the end of it? Or is there any kind of exit on this room?
Okay. I think there's one at the far end. Let me double check my map. So at the far end of the interconnected burial niches, there is a short, narrow corridor. And you can see that it leads to a heavy, partially ajar, black granite door. And the door is carved with the same faceless sun disk motif, and it bears the inscription, "Only blood and fire may open the way to the veiled sun." The only other way out is the way you came in. So what do the three of you do?
So if we open that door, we wake up the dark sun, black sun, whatever.
Not necessarily, I would say. But can I confirm that with a roll?
Sure.
16.
Is that your total or what you rolled?
My total with the bonus.
And which skill is that? I'm sorry.
Knowledge.
Okay. So you managed to get just over the target number of 15. The literal meaning, there are two meanings to the inscription. The literal meaning is that the door is magically sealed. So you're going to have to apply fresh blood on the threshold and fire to the sun disk carving in the center of the door. But there's also a ritual meaning, and this is a classic veiled sun cult mechanism. The blood represents the life force offerings the cult loved, and the fire represents the devouring aspect of their false sun. If both are provided, the door should slide open. Now, using a torch or a basic flame might work, but it would be inefficient and might cause a backlash. A proper alchemical fire, like the incendiaries you made earlier, would be much more effective and safer. Alternatively, spilling blood from a living creature or a significant wound on the threshold while applying fire would trigger the mechanism. So these are your choices. The door itself appears to you, Melita, to radiate a strong spiritual presence. So you are approaching the heart of the temple's power. The chanting behind the door is very clear and very intense.
Oh, more chanting.
So this is where we need to
Great.
go. So I'm going to try to create a fire again and firebomb. I will cut my hands.
Oh dear. Okay. So make your alchemy check.
So I rolled a 16, so it's a total 19, 21.
Okay. All right. So you draw your dagger and slice both your palms, letting your blood drip onto the threshold in front of the sun disk carving. And then you quickly mix reagents from your portable kit, and you hurl a precisely prepared alchemical incendiary at the carved sun disk. The blood sizzles as it hits the stone, and the alchemical fire erupts in a controlled, brilliant white flame that licks across the sun disk carving. And for a moment, the entire door glows a demonic red light.
Oh.
And then the heavy granite
doing, woman.
and then the heavy granite slab grinds slowly open, sliding into the wall with a deep, resonant boom.
Okay.
A wave of hot, dry air and the overpowering smell of old incense and charred offerings washes over you. The chanting is now deafening. A single unified voice coming from the chamber beyond.
I run towards those motherfuckers.
Okay. As you run towards them, you see a large circular chamber that is 12 meters by 12 meters with a black granite altar in the center. Atop the altar stands a tall, emaciated figure wrapped in ancient, tattered linen and gold funerary wrappings. And his eyes burn with malevolent intelligence. Intruders, you bring blood and fire as the prophecy foretold. Come. The veiled sun hungers.
There is only one person in there?
It's not
You
a
only see one.
It's a motherfucker.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
We are going
Hey guys,
to do
give
this.
me your 1d6 plus 2 initiative roll.
Rules.
1d6.
7.
Okay.
Just
6
one
for
roll?
me. 6 for me.
No, it's a party roll.
Okay.
Oh, it's a party roll. Okay, so
I
7.
like the second one. That's good.
So the
7
party's
is a
initiative.
7. Yeah.
Okay. Party's initiative roll is 7. So
He got the 20. Ta-da.
he beats your initiative, guys.
Good.
Oh,
He points his blade at the group and speaks a single harsh word in the ancient language of Mizraim, and a wave of devouring darkness surges towards you.
Great.
So everyone in the group make a wits roll.
Sure. Why not? I have a +1. So I got 13.
Okay.
I roll a 10.
17.
Okay. So Diego, you rolled a 10.
Not 17, 16. I was putting an extra.
We all die.
I think it's probably going insane. I don't know. Maybe not.
All right. So Diego, you're charging at him. I presume that means you mean to attack him.
Oh yes. The eternal light guides me.
Yeah, sure.
Eventually,
What does Luca and Melita do?
Since Diego is charging him and he attacked us, I'm going to try and attack him.
How about Melita?
I'm thinking, what were the powers of the mask?
The powers of the mask. I will have to go back and look at my notes again.
I think it was the passive it was something to do with influence, and the active something with knowledge or mysticism, something like that.
So the mask and the scarab, yes, do have 1-a-day powers that relate to different things. So in the case of the scarab, let's see. Hold on. So the golden funerary mask. Okay, yeah, here's the notes. So once per day as a free action, the bearer may press the mask to their face and whisper a short invocation to the veiled sun. This grants +2 to a single wits roll to resist fear, panic, or spiritual effects.
Mhm. Okay, so
However,
not,
that does activate the drawback.
yeah, not useful in this case.
yeah.
I'll try to use another bomb, so another fire bomb, and try to throw it because I don't know what.
Okay.
This
Firebomb.
this one it seems like what not a statue, a mummy, right? Is wrapped.
He does look like he's wrapped like a lot of the mummies you've seen in the place.
Okay.
He does wear grave goods.
And I do have the potion that is embalming fluids, but
That's
I
true.
would have to make it drink
No,
it or
no,
something
no.
like that.
You can embalm yourself.
Yeah,
no,
you would have to.
embalm the.
You would have to use it in order to make an item. Yes.
Mhm. So I'm thinking how I could use it to throw it. I mean, to try to embalm it again, right? I mean, to try to make it quiet. I don't know if that would make that makes sense.
You're pretty sure that is not what will help you here.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Then
embalming the embalming fluid's a useful reagent in making alchemical items, but so far as you're aware, throwing it at him wouldn't have any benefit.
Okay. Then I'll just do a firebomb.
Okay.
And I
Okay, do your
rolled,
alchemy check and let me know what that
19.
is.
19.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Here's what happens. So Luca, you failed on your wits roll against this spell.
Mm-hmm.
You take 4 points of damage and a fear point.
Okay.
Diego, you also failed on this spell. You take 5 points of damage and gain a fear point. Melita succeeded in resisting the spell. So, Diego, go ahead and roll your melee attack.
Okay, 19 plus finally a good roll. 19 plus 1 plus 3, so 23.
And Luca, how about your attack?
Okay. So I have a -1 in melee. So I have a +3 anyway. So 15 total.
Okay. All right. Let's a second here. So preparing the incendiary took, of course, a primary action. Let's see. I think, don't you have to roll to hit with a thrown item?
Yep.
Melita, go ahead and make your attack roll to hit with a thrown item.
12.
Sorry, I forgot to ask you to do that earlier.
Thank you. Thank you for forgetting.
I did. I forgot, but it's okay. I'm not going to retcon it.
Yeah. 12.
12 total or 12 on the die?
No, 12 total, because I don't have any bonus for that.
Okay. Let's see. You check his defense. Okay, so your hit with the short sword, of course, Diego, was successful. Please go ahead and roll your damage.
4.
Was that on the die or that was the total?
Total.
Okay. Luca, you do connect. Go ahead and roll your cutlass damage.
Do I add my strength bonus to the damage? Or no?
I believe that does happen during melee attacks.
Yeah, F.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll your D8.
In that case, 7.
Okay, the vial sails wide and shatters harmlessly against the altar. You have sufficient materials to make one more incendiary.
But it had effect.
No,
Okay.
not that you can see.
I'm going to, okay. But because it didn't hit or because it didn't?
No, it didn't hit him. It
Okay.
hit the altar.
Okay. So I'm going to do another one and I'll throw it to one of them to throw. So I'll just prepare it.
The Priest King does look hurt. Let's see. Let me give everybody a quick status check. Diego is at 17 health with 3 fear points. Melita is at 10 health with 3 fear points. Luca is at 11 health with 1 fear point.
Yes.
Melita is still under -2. Well, -1 to everything. She still has like 20 minutes left of that. -2 on athletic stealth melee, which I don't think you've meleeed anyone. Luca is still -1 to athletic stealth and melee combat because of the spores. So the Priest King is looking badly wounded with his wrappings clearly showing signs of damage, but he still stands at the altar with his sacred blade raised. Let's see. And let's do initiative again. Once more for party initiative. It's 1d6 plus 2.
1d6 5.
So that's total 5 3 plus 2? Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys do beat the priest king. What do the three of you do at this point?
I'm going to strike him again.
Yes, strike him.
And I'm going to prepare another bomb, but then I will give it to one of them to throw.
Well, they're attacking him. They're already in melee.
Yeah, but they can do it in the next turn, I guess, something.
Okay. Alrighty. So Diego and Luca attack again. Let's see. Melita is preparing another her last incendiary, but you won't throw it.
No, because I probably will fail.
I roll a 19.
Okay. And what do you get, Luca?
18. Let me do the math. 18,
Okey-dokey.
18, 21.
Sounds good. You two go ahead and roll your damage.
Damage is 5.
4 for me.
Okay. So you guys do in fact do damage. The Priest King is hit by both of you. He's in bad shape now. Black ichor is leaking from his wounds. His wrappings are falling away in strips. He's standing barely. He snarls in rage, and you see him suddenly become intangible.
Oh, God damn it.
And he lashes out with his sacred blade at the closest target, which is Diego. And Diego, what is your defense?
Let me check that. Okay, so
Let me check one
wait,
thing.
11, but I have a
You have a shield, I believe.
shield, yes, and 13, so 14.
14, okay. Yeah, he does hit. And he does 6 points of damage. He gives you a pretty good whack with that sacred blade. So let's see. So now, let's see. We are up to the next round. Let's go ahead and do initiative checks at least one more time, I guess.
6 plus 2, 8.
Okay. You guys will go first. Please tell me your actions.
Well, I passed my roll, so I rolled a 19. So I'm going to go close to give the bomb to one of them, so they can throw it.
Which one do you offer it to?
Okay, Luca.
What do I do
Luca,
with
do you
this?
take it?
It's for me to drink? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it, yes.
Okay.
But I will not throw it.
Okay.
I'll keep it in hand, just in case.
Okay. So Luca does not throw it.
No, I will attack the guy with again slashing him. Perhaps we
Okay,
could-
go ahead and roll your attack roll and tell me what damage you will do if you connect.
Okay. Oh, I failed this time. I got 14 total.
Okay, and Diego,
I rolled a 14 as well. Is that the failure?
you rolled a 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Total of 14. Okay. So actually, those are both hits, guys.
Really?
Yeah, and your minimum damage with both of you hitting will take him down. So he lets out a final gurgling scream as his body convulses. The sacred blade falls from his hands and clatters to the floor. His form collapses onto the altar, the remaining wrappings burning away completely, and the burning eyes go dark. The deafening chanting in their chamber suddenly cuts off into complete silence, and for a long moment, nothing moves. Then the entire temple begins to tremble.
Oh, okay. Let's get out of here.
Dust and small stones fall from the ceiling. The black granite altar cracks down the middle with a loud crack, and the Veiled Sun's cult's power is breaking. The temple is collapsing. So you guys know you only have moments to get out, and the only way out is for you to go back through the inner sanctum and the chamber of the guardian statues, the hall of the echoing chants, and the entrance. So you've got a long way out of the temple. So here's what you guys need to do. Diego, you can roll athletics or agility, whichever is best for you. Luca, you can also roll athletics or agility, but you're still at -1 from the spores.
Yes.
And Melita, you can also roll athletics or agility, but you're at a total of -2.
I'm going to take, I don't know, was it I'm thinking if any of the, I'm confusing. None of the items.
Yeah, none of them have any impact on athletics or agility, unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm fucked. I rolled a 6 to start.
So
Okay.
in that case, +1.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so
Oh, very good.
4. I have +4 to the roll. Okay, my first roll is 17 with the.
Well, you only have to roll 1.
Oh, okay, so 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so it's a 4.
Okay. All right. So obviously Diego gets a spectacular success. So you kind of barrel forward like a charging bull, shield raised to deflect falling debris, and you practically drag the others along with sheer momentum and veteran instinct. Luca also has a strong success. Despite the lingering ache in his left leg and the spore irritation, you manage to dodge falling stones in keeping pace. Alas for Melita, she stumbles badly, coughing from the spores and incense, and is battered by falling debris. So Melita takes an additional 6 damage from falling rocks and debris as she struggles through the collapsing sections, which takes you down to 4 health, but you still live. So you burst out of the cracked doorway into the blinding desert sunlight just as a massive section of the cliff face behind you gives way with a thunderous roar. The entrance to the abandoned temple of the Veiled Sun collapses in a dust cloud of dust and rubble, sealing the cult's secrets once more. As of this point in time, you guys are back out in the dry, fresh desert air. All
fuck,
penalties
not
are
this
ended.
again.
All penalties are ended. You do have a full water skin of water, although now the source is buried inside the temple.
Yeah.
Here is the loot you have recovered. You do have the gold scarab amulet. You have the golden funerary mask. Unbeknownst to Melita and Diego, Luca does have 5 ancient gold coins. You guys did manage to acquire a small silver offering bowl in the inner sanctum and 8 ancient silver coins. You stagger a short distance away from the collapsing cliff and collapse in the shade of a rocky outcrop. A small spring trickles nearby, clear water. You are alive, battered, but victorious. The sun is beginning to set, and the mountains of northern Salé stretch out before you. Somewhere far away, if you can find them, the caravan trails await, and the abandoned temple of the Veiled Sun is no more.
And the eternal light wins again.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
And I lost my rope. Damn it.
Okay. And
Wait, we managed to do a one shot? Really?
yeah, we actually did, and we got it done on time. I forced myself to keep it very, very simple and straightforward. The combats were admittedly much easier than they usually are in our adventures. So this was not a long, drawn-out combat. You're suffering under some disability that kind of makes things take a lot longer. You had fewer enemies that you had to fight. This was really more of a mystery investigation, survival situation.
Yeah. This is a cool adventure for a convention or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, or for a brand or a starter adventure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
to get somebody familiar with the
with the
setting.
Yeah, and
it's not nearly as grim as the adventures we run tend to be, because as long as you guys don't fail certain key rolls. I mean, there's things that could have gone wrong. You guys could have all gotten hit by traps at various points. The pollen could have affected more of you. The fear points could have eventually forced panic rolls if they had started building up. The stone statues could have been a lot tougher.
Yeah.
But you guys did some smart things that worked. So, you guys are in pretty good shape. So here's what you guys faced, right? So you were 3 survivors of a bandit raid with almost no water and food. You were stumbling under a disability into this temple. So poison incense sickened Melita. Echoing chants filled your minds with dread. But the thing is, you guys mostly made your saves when you needed to. There were the pressure plates and the fungal spores, but only Melita got affected. There was the 3 animated guardian statues. Only 3 of them animated. It could have been all 6. And Diego had pretty good athletics abilities, so you guys managed to get him out of the pit. So that was a big help.
Yeah.
And then there was the Priest King himself. But because you guys were in pretty good shape when you found him, and he kept, your initiatives were good. So he if he had gotten the initiative on a couple of occasions, he did have some magic that as he ramped up could have been severe. But you guys did pretty good. So basically you guys, defeated the threat. Now you're not in great shape.
No, not
everybody's hurt. So like Diego's down to 11 and he has 3 fear points, but those fear points will go away and, he'll heal from the damage. So he's kind of beaten up, but again, he's still got, 11 hit points. Melita is the worst hurt right now at 4 hit points and 3 fear points. But again, the fear points will go away. The hit points damage is still there. And Luca, same situation as Diego. You have 11 hit points left. And you guys even have some treasure out of the situation. You have water. If this was a campaign adventure, what comes next might be the bigger challenge at this point, because You do have the full water skin, and you do have the spring, but you've still got to make your way back to some place that gets you to
precisely.
civilization.
Yeah.
So
But
it
no
leaves plenty
food.
of opportunities, and you've made enemies. So there you go. The one-shot
Yes.
adventure is now finished.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll end the recording now.